Season awards over the next 5 or so hours. We're here to, that's just for you, Spencer, here to recognise the best and the brightest, the fastest and the strongest, and of course, the most skilled at kicking a ball around the field for a little bit. It is a very nicely mowed field now. For those who don't know, which is most of you, we are the commentary team on Matchday Live, which is a football show on Farnborough Community Radio. Well, that's about 6 more than I expected. Introductions over. I'm Ben. That's Neil. He's Carl. You know that already. Let's get this party started. And people at the back in the free seats, let's give a big round of applause to the people who we've come to see. The nominees this evening at the front is the players. Did you boo? And for those of you who don't win an award this evening, don't worry, there's always next year. Or maybe try another sport. I mean, that's just another suggestion. I know you're all eagerly awaiting to find out who's going to take home one or more of our fantastic 8 coveted trophies we had to hand out this evening, but we can't go home until the table is bare. And the awards that we have to give out this evening are
the FC Video Goal of the Season,
the Andy Smart Farnborough Community Radio Commentator's POS Award, and that's Player of the Season, not something else.
The George Lloyd Young Player of the Season,
the Volunteer of the Season,
the Management's Player of the Season,
the Manager's Player of the Season,
the Player's Player of the Season,
the Supporters Player of the Season. Carl, thank you. So 8 awards in total up for grabs then, and you can, at the back, you can now plan your toilet breaks around your favourite award like everyone does every year. All the usual ones, we've got the Supporters Player of the Season, the Manager's Player of the Season, and the Ultimate Accolade Players. And for the first time ever, due to a scratch card win on the the Golden Goal Award that I won, we have a half-decent trophy. For the first time, we're presenting the Andy Smart Award. The Commentary Matchday Live Player of the Season Commentators Award, which has been chosen by us 3. Us 3.
So Ben had the last word, so obviously that'll be Ricky then.
I must point out at this point, as well, players, that even though it feels like it, when you open your pay slips every month, you don't qualify for Volunteer of the Season, I'm afraid. You're actually all players. So, we've got a special list of presenters who have come from far and wide to make the award announcements this evening, hand over the trophies. Some of them have come from as far away as the 50-50 ticket booth.
The groundsman's cupboard.
And the video gantry.
Dom. Yes, clap the video gantry guy. Alright, not yet, mate. Don't build your part up. But before they start handing out these glorious awards, it's a long-standing tradition around here to start the award show with a review of the season. It has been written in annals that this tradition started over 51 weeks ago. And I have honoured it, but unfortunately due to technical issues, we can't show you the video, but Dom's going to post it on the Farnborough Facebook page, so you can all see a sung review of the season to Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire, which transcribed quite nicely into we nearly made the playoffs. We did nearly. Now we have no entertainment apart from this, so let's get the awards started. The first video is the FC Video of Goal of the Season Award. This isn't scripted. This is scripted ad-libs. To give it away is someone who's been coming here for years, does the 50-50. Has probably sold about £6 million worth of 50-50 tickets. Has sponsored every single player's socks in the history of Farnborough Football Club. Please welcome to the stage the wonderful Libby Mills. She's almost here. Am I subtly lowering the microphone stand? Libby Mills, everybody!
Right, there was 10 nominations for the winner of the MC Video Goal of the Season. And it was my pleasure to say, well done, Ricky Holmes.
And of course, we'd all love to hear from Ricky. He's going to sing us a song by Ed Sheeran.
Elvis.
I've got an Elvis costume in the car if you want it.
I don't even know what to go with. True. What else was it, guy? Oh, Weymouth, yeah, Dover. John, do you remember that one? I looked at the nominations, I thought, oh, have I only got one? I must be winning this though. I thought I had my own competition. But no, thank you very much. And there'll be more to come even at the grand age of 23. 24, sorry. 24 or 24 next time. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
We wait for him to start at French.
So the second award we're going to hand out this evening is a very special award to us. It's the Farnborough Community Trust Matchday Live Commentators Award, on which I voted and those two voted, and also the two lads who do the podcast. So I don't think they're here actually. Oh, they are. Hello, boys. And also Ginge has done a bit of work on the radio, so we gave him half a vote as well. And the votes have been checked and verified. Do you want to announce the winner, Carl?
I'll announce the winner if Ros wants to come up to the front of the stage.
Now, to make this very special announcement, actually, yeah, Ros Barton is here, who's Andy Smart's sister, Andy Smart, last year. Do you want to tell them about it?
Yeah, Andy Smart, for those of you who don't know, he was a comedian, a popular person around these parts. He'd been supporting Farnborough for like ever, and he was the co-commentator with Ben last season, and he sadly passed away. So we thought the award that we were giving out was right and proper that we named it in his honour.
And to award it is Andy's sister, Ros Barton. Everybody, Ros. Hello, Ros.
So I'm going to pass the microphone over to Ros now, and she's going to announce the winner.
Hello, it's a real privilege to be doing this for my brother. Yes, he lost him last year, unfortunately, with a heart attack. But he loved Farnborough football team and always behind them, right from the age of 10 or 11. And he died last year at the age of 63. And he was a comedian that was his career, but he loved being a sports commentator. And Farnborough gave him a chance to actually pretend and to try and be a sports commentator. So thank you very much to the Farnborough football team, because they really are fantastic. I saw you last Saturday playing Weymouth and you were brilliant. So thank you very much, you were really good. And now the winner is for the Commentator and then Smart Commentator's Player of the Year. And the Player of the Year is Jordan Neville Williams.
That's one unit, I'm sorry.
What are you going to do?
Up you come, Jordan. You're going to do a speech.
Come on, Jordan.
Jordan.
Who wants to hear from Jordan?
You owe us this, mate.
Oh, how can you boo him? He's had such a good season.
What to say?
So how's your season? How do you think your season's gone?
I think my season's gone well, but this is an honour. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The drinks are on Jordan! And a massive thanks yet again to Ross Barton for travelling up miles and miles and miles to come and present this award for us on behalf of her brother. Ross Barton, everybody. Moving on, the next trophy is probably the most important award of the evening. It's the George Lloyd Young Player of the Season Award, sponsored by Fast, and in honour of George, who passed away in 2018. For those of you who remember him, you'll all agree, a lovely man, true gentleman, and an elder statesman whose legacy to Farnborough FC lives on in the form of his grandson. I think it's under 23. Under 23. So you just missed out. Just missed out. Oh, that's really. To present this award, a man who prefers standing behind the camera rather than in front of one, make lots of noise for Farnborough captain Dom Lloyd. Now, this award was decided by a panel, and the nominations. Do you want to do the nominations, or shall I do the nominations? And do you want me to say everything? Do you want to stand a bit closer, and I can then pretend you're a puppet or something, and just move your arms, move your mouth for me? The award was decided by a panel. The nominations were, move your mouth, Salim Saeed, Ollie Pendlebury and Joe Hay. Dominic, the winner is?
Ollie Pendlebury.
Those at the back, Ollie Pendlebury.
Thank you very much for the nomination and to get this award. I'm very thankful, so thank you very much.
A man of many words, Ollie Pendlebury.
And next up on stage, we invite Duncan Saunders.
On behalf of Farnborough Community Trust to hand out a plethora of things. Are you coming up Lorraine as well?
Lorraine, come as well.
Lorraine. These two people have been running the Community Trust for as long as anyone can now remember and doing a fantastic job of bringing football to the community of Farnborough. Duncan and Lorraine. It's all right, Don, we'll do another edit there.
Need to lower the mic down. Duncan, you need to get a step for the mic. Yellow pages.
Right. Welcome everybody. It's good to see the numbers have doubled if not tripled since last year, so thank you very much. First of all, the first team this year have had a more successful season than last year, so I think we'd all like to congratulate the players first of all. We've had an exciting year in the project of the Community Trust, which is what the football club's all about. This is our second year now. We've had a great success, and we're going to start with Ben, because Ben and the Community Radio have done absolutely fantastic, so I'm sure that's what we're going to do. Everybody, we're about to announce and what we're talking about. We do this voluntary for everybody. Push up, Matt. Matt. Shush. My turn, Matt. You're next. So, part of the Community Trust Project's plan is to make sure we get kids, juniors, adults, all involved in football and make this football club something we want it to be in a few years. But this is a project that's going to take time. But with the success of the ladies this year in their first year, which the B team's got a final tomorrow. The ladies recreational football, which is growing each week on a Wednesday night, and seeing some great friendships amongst the parents, which is again bringing the children down. The mini kickers on a Sunday morning has near enough doubled in numbers, and that's magnificent to the volunteers give up their Sunday mornings. This is all part of what we're going to make this club bigger and better than it is today. Now this is going to take time, but we need all of you to be part of this. So the first team is the flagship, the rest we've got to catch up. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to make this bigger and better. We've got lots of plans ahead as directors of the club, but you've just got to be patient, it will come. We're here to make things better for everybody. We're going to read out a list of names now, to make it quick. These are all the volunteers that do hours and hours in the freezing cold, putting up with directives we put in and following them to the T. So all of you, thank you very much. I'll pass you over to the brains of the operation, which is Lorraine. She deserves an enormous amount of credit for what she's doing. She spends tireless hours doing lots of work behind the scenes. So I'll pass you over to Lorraine.
Okay, so I've got quite a big list of names. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, I feel like it's half the people sitting in this room. So I'm going to call out your name, then I'm actually going to come and find you later. We're just going to do a big round of applause because we're not going to fit you all on the stage and it's going to take a while, okay? Because this is how important this club is, that because everybody puts so much in, I'm going to read out these names now, and you know it's very significant what you do, and it's made such a, it's had such an important impact on the club. So here goes. We've got Suzanne Martin. She's not here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to read them quickly, and then we're going to do a round of applause at the end. And I'm going to come and find you guys and give you a little envelope. Sorry players, you've had your envelopes this year. So. Okay guys, so we've got Suzanne Martin, we've got Kelly Jobber, we've got Trev from behind the bar, we've got our turnstile crew, we've got Carl, Jeff, Carl, Jeff, Sarah, Linda, Wendy and Kelly on turnstiles. We've got Luke that does the programme. We've got Paul, Sarah, Phil, Martin. We've got our Kev, Dom, Jonathan, Jim. Okay, the ground staff that come in on match days. You've got Gordon, Mike, Matt, Kieran, Dave, Bob, Sean and Dennis. Okay, and we've got in the food outlets, we've got Roger and Caroline, and Brian who does the golden goal, and John who does the car park, and Sue who does the most amazing job in the shop, and Derek, and we've got a few of our mini kickers, so we've got James and Eddie and Dan, little Matt Baker, Stuart, John Simmons, and we also have, I know we've just passed over to Ben, but we've got obviously Carl and Neil as well doing an amazing job. So these are all volunteers, guys. They just literally give up their time for this club. So I'm going to come round and find you all. And can I just, please put your hands together for all those people.
Well done to everybody just mentioned. The club really wouldn't run without you. Right, we move on to the next award, which is handily Volunteer of the Year. This is to be presented by a man who's a really busy bunny around here, actually. He does a load of stuff. He's the vice chairman. And he also spends more time on the grass than Bob Marley. At the back, we've got Kev Dyer. Come on, Kev. For the video, Kev Dyer.
Right, thank you very much. Right, this award really is to be shared between all of the volunteers. All the volunteers this club wouldn't run without. You've got turnstile staff, you've got Roger and Caroline in the burger bars who are here tomorrow, because we've got Candy Cup Final, so it's not just the Farnborough, it is outside of Farnborough as well. But we pick one person each year. This year is going to somebody this person's here 3 days a week. He does the rubbish, the cleaning, the grass, you name it, he helps and assists. So this year the Volunteer of the Year award goes to Sean Thompson.
Well done, Sean. And the next award is the Management's Player of the Year, and presented that is Coach Steve Baker.
Have you remembered you're doing it now?
I didn't know I was doing this till about 3 minutes ago, so I haven't got much planned. Boys, have a listen at the bar, please. You know the rules in the change room when we're talking. Yeah. Especially you. Just before I do the award, very, very quickly, I just wanted to say a big thank you. It's been my first year at the club. As non-league goes, this is the best club I've ever been at. From the way the club's run, the people on the pitch, off the pitch, the staff, the management, the manager, the players, the supporters, this is a top club. It's been a great season. Hopefully we can move it on another step next year, but it's the friendliest club I've ever been at, the nicest group of people. My missus thinks I'm at it because I go home every Saturday covered in lipstick, smelling perfume. Unfortunately I'm not, but there you go. But no, massive thank you to everybody, all the help behind the scenes, players, top group, supporters, fantastic. Thank you everyone. Right, that's the PR bit out of the way. Obviously, Management Player of the Season. We had about 8 or 9 in line for this in January, and then Spencer got the axe out. So we had 3 left. One of them's not here. It's been a really, really good season, especially the end of it. Difficult time during the season. We had our ups and downs, but there's been 1 or 2 that have been very, very consistent all year. Personally, for me, it was my vote, and I know along with the rest of the guys was the same. And this is a particularly important one to me because he's a really, really good lad. I knew him not that well before I come here. I've got to know him really, really well. And he deserves this award massively. And before I mention his name, we have a lot in common. Look at my head. And I felt for him because during the season, he was holding on to crosses a lot better than his hairline. And we had... Salim, it's not you. And I think he saw me with a bit of a mentor because I've got no hair. And he realised that there was a way forward. But joking aside, as a player, he's been absolutely brilliant. As a lad, I love him to bits and pieces. Top geezer on the pitch, in the changing room, and in the bar. Management Player of the Year, Jack Turner.
Come on, Jack, we need a speech from you. Our new centre midfield star.
I'm the best centre mid this year. Yeah, easy. Yeah. Goal scoring midfielder.
Jack Turner, everybody. Just 3 awards to go now. I was expecting a cheer from Spencer for that one. But he is up next to present the Manager's Player of the Season, the big one. This is the big one. The big one. The one that also comes with the tag,
The Teacher's Pet Award. There you go, Gaffer. Before I get to the award, on behalf of the dressing room, I'm just going to reiterate what Steve touched on. Just want to do a massive thanks to everybody involved. It's quite important when we realise in the first team that these lads turn up, including me, and we turn up, we play a game of football, and yeah, they might hang around a bit at the bar, they go home, etc. The massive support that you guys give to the dressing room is so massively important. We're very, very grateful. I know I'm going to miss people out, but very quickly, obviously all the volunteers, the people around the management team, the supporters, the sponsors. There's so many people to thank, people in kitchens, in car parks, in raising funds, in Fast. Thank you so much to you all for what you've done. It's all part of how the club is growing, and as I said, from all of us, immense thanks. And before the awards, I also want to thank my staff involved with the first team. And they do so much work for me. I think Steve, as you've just heard, has got a much better sense of humour than me, even though he looks like he's out of the Proclaimers tonight. He's probably doing the DJ afterwards. He's been fantastic. Ricky coaching. I don't want to forget John Reed, who isn't with us anymore, but putting the ship. The physios, the support staff we have. Mike over here to your left, who's so involved. I said, all the people that are involved that help this team provide the performances on the pitch. So again, thank you so much for everybody that's been involved. And let's not forget Bakes, who's currently out in Vietnam trying to do a Rambo and find some POWs if any of you see him. So that's where he is at the moment. Let's not forget about him. I also want to thank, because they've not been mentioned, the board of directors, the people that have to create money, find money, everything involved with the football club. Let's not forget them for a second. They also provide the most important thing really at the top there, to give us the stability of where this club is. So thank you so much to all of those involved. Again, so moving on to that. And on a quick summation of the team, I think it's fair to say that there are not many clubs in this division right now who would not want to swap places where we are. The team have been absolutely phenomenal the second half of the season. By far and away the best team in the division since February. Long term. We also have a tiny squad. We also pride ourselves on what we do here. We have a number of players here that will be here in 2 years' time. Jordan Orville-Williams is re-signed a couple of years. John Anunga, as you see here, all these players. We want to thank them for re-signing. Jordan's having a year off, he's decided. He's going to watch a bit of football. But we are actually immensely proud of what we do here for players. And I think I'm going to sum it up with something that really dawned on me this afternoon. It actually makes me very proud. We had this incredible and fully deserved testimonial for CJ. And we had so many players come back that have played for this club, that came in with beaming smiles, that love the place. And that is just a fantastic thing to see people that want to constantly come back to the club, people that want to come to this club. The fact that we're in a position where we have an amazing stadium, fantastic supporters and volunteers, we give you the opportunity to grow. We appreciate that sometimes people leave, and it's also very nice when they then want to come back. It's a lovely, lovely feeling. This group on the pitch have been phenomenal, as I've just said, and in a lot of ways I wish the season was going to continue. We're going to do our very best to keep them, but if they go off to other places, have a little bit of a time away, John Anunga, they can then come back. And this is the nice thing. Hish went away, came back. Those of you who saw Pavey play today might not want him back, but we still love him as well. And we're very grateful to everybody. The most important thing I say to the players, and believe it or not, it is one of my philosophies, I've been through a lot in my life, is for people to smile. And I think overall, this club has done so much smiling this season and over the last few years, which is a wonderful place to be, and we will work really, really hard to continue that next season. So thank you so much for everybody. And then we come to the manager's player, and this really is difficult because it's been a slightly strange season. I nearly picked it out of the supporters team, who I must mention in the Hampshire Cup were magnificent, and I was very worried for about 20 minutes you were going to goddamn win, which would have been a total nightmare. Thankfully my co-manager for the night there made a mess of it, but we went out with joy. So I thought the supporters, let's not forget them, and by the way, I haven't forgotten you, Dave, you're fantastic with us as well as a coaching staff. But as a manager's player of the year, there's lots of things that I look at. I look at their commitment to the club, their commitment to the team, their performances obviously, and I'm not actually a sentimental person, I'm actually a superstitious person, and I'm very analytical, and I look at performances and look what they brought to the side, and I appreciate a lot of these lads have not been here very long, so it would be quite unfair potentially to pick one of them, or perhaps some of the loans that are not here at the moment, but I can assure you we're probably trying to get them back as well, so you can work that out. And I thought long and hard about what was one of the big catalysts that changed what was a little bit of an up and down season. By the time we got into January, we were winning a few, losing a few. Not, you know, we weren't doing badly, but we weren't doing as much as we wanted to do, and we're massively overachieving here. And one name really came into my head about what literally epitomises this season and actually the club, and it'll become quite apparent. And ultimately, I want to give the manager's player of the year to somebody. This is well overdue, and I'm going to leave it as simply as that, because it's CJ.
These lot are going to kill me. I've been speaking about him for the last 10 years, honestly. Nah, but honestly, everyone today, thank you so much for coming. The boys as well. CJ, it's a pleasure. Yeah, great. Yeah, well done. 5 minutes of fun. Play Prem. shock. But no, honestly, thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for not just this year, but 10 years as well. To the boys, thank you so much. To my family, thank you so much. Apart from Jordan, let's have a good goal next year. Let's have a good goal apart from Jordan. Not saying you, but let's have a good goal. I love you all, yeah, I do love it. Hey, pink gin lemonade. But no, honestly, thank you to every single one of you, especially Rick, because you've done a lot for me. No, you have done a lot for me. I'm a bit of a on the training ground, you know I am. Steve Bakes, he knows I'm a proper. But Spence, you've done a lot for me as well. I've been here for 10 years, so thank you so much for that. Still hate you. But we'll have a good go next year, hopefully, and thank you all. And I'll see you maybe next year.
And the next award is the Players Player of the Season, to be presented by none other than Ricky Holmes.
Ricky! It's the second time that it's on the stage this evening for Ricky after winning the Goal of the Season award earlier on in the evening.
This is all down to Ben, so he can stand next to Ricky and be a fanboy.
You would have won my award, but I didn't have the final vote on it.
Oh, there's a moment right there, wasn't there?
There was a moment when they come in. Smarty be buzzing.
I shall never wash until I get home.
Another year of coaching these idiots. And I've loved every minute. Obviously with Bakes coming in, it's been a massive help, so I can concentrate on a bit of playing. And leave it all down to him really, so I haven't really got any compliments to say to him, but no, it's been magnificent. This vote, so it was the same as last year. I put a text out or on a bit of paper. I said, right, 3, 2, 1, so 3 being your worst, so the third worst. Not your 15th worst.
Would that be the third best?
No, the worst. I'd say it's the worst, because if you're not number 1, then you're still the worst. So yeah. So it was like, if you come third, you got 1 point. If you come second, 2 points. If you come first, you got a point. And I only got about 3 votes. I was actually gutted. And guy voted for me, and CJ voted for me. So I was like, that'll do. I'll win. So thank you very much. I've won. But no, there was. It was close. Not as close as last year with Baldy and Pagey, but it was close. But then Jordan decided to leave us, so I decided to swing a few votes. And I thought, no, Jordan, I'm not giving it to you. But no, there was it was Cooley who come in. He was magnificent. I think he changed our season with his. He changed our mentality into a winning mentality, and everyone bought into that. And that's what I want to do as a player and a coach. So he come in and done that, and he come third, so he was loser. And then Jordan got voted second. This geezer, he signed for a non-league club. I think they get about 100 through the gate. They play on Astro. It's a shithole. You lose a ball every time you kick it over the stand. And he's really,
that never happens here, does it?
He's really good at kicking it over the stand. So the amount he's going to earn, he's going to lose in balls, so it's actually going to be deficit. So, but well done, Jordan. Great on the move. But no, this player. He's been here a couple of years now, and he deserves it because he won it by half the amount of votes. He got nearly everyone's first player. I actually wrote quite a bit on him because he's a very good guy to me, and I just put good guy. and that was it.
You spelt it wrong.
But I had so much to say about him that I just wrote, yeah, goodbye. I might have put like to beer at the bottom, but I didn't.
But he does.
Listen, he's played every game this season, he played every game last season, he dropped loads. He kept loads out of the net, he got a few assists, and he don't stop ringing me about his assist to Connor Cullen. But he's my best mate, he's probably my best mate in football, to be fair. We go on holiday together as a family, and he fully deserves it, and I know how much it means to him to get accolade from his teammates, because literally you ring me on a Sunday and say, did you see that pass? I said, Jack, you're a goalkeeper. I said, how about you catch a couple? How about that, you catch a couple, and then he lost his hair, and I felt sorry for him, but he looks so much better, and he deserves it. And I think all the boys, well, I know all the boys, nearly everyone voted for him first, because we know how good he is. We know how good he is, what Bake said, on the pitch, off the pitch, in the change room, everywhere we go, Jack Turner's there. And his hairline's not. So that's fantastic. To give him this award, he's going to have to take his hat off. And he's going to have to embrace this wall, because he's been our best player this season. He really has. Jordan's been fantastic. A few of the boys have been fantastic. We've been a great group, but this guy's really stood out for us. And he's won us a lot of points. And fair play, Jack Turner, player of the season.
Right, we've got one award left, but before we do, Mr. Carl Dugmore has requested to say a few words.
Yeah, as Ben says, before we go on to the last award, I just want to say that I've been to pretty much every game this season, home and away. And I have to say to you boys, what a pleasure it's been spending time and money watching you, so appreciate you. Thanks, guys. So the last award is the Supporters Player of the Year. And the word legend gets chucked around quite a lot, so we won't use it tonight. Up you come, Gary.
Gary Ward, here he is. There you go.
I've got a bigger piece of paper than Ricky has, my memory's correct, but I'll pretty well have to read this off. Anyway, I'm proud as chairman of Supporters Trust to present the prestigious award to the winner of the Supporters Player of the Season, as voted exclusively by our fans. Our supporters voted either online or by paper vote, and again we had an excellent response. Luke Burford set up the online platform, and Sue Reason collected the paper votes, and thank them both for their valuable assistance. The vote closed after the game against Taunton. In all, there was 227 votes cast, and after they were collated and checked, a clear winner emerged with 15% more votes than the second place. I'll keep you in suspense no longer and announce that the winner from the supporters is Jordan Norville Williams.
John, you can't walk off the stage. This is your second award of the evening. The big one, the supporters here, John, they love you and they'd hate it. They'd hate it if you weren't here next year.
I just want to say, supporters-wise, you've been absolutely amazing. As you know, I'm leaving next season. But I've loved every single one of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Everybody.
You were second.
So you'll be pleased to know, especially Spencer will be pleased to know, who spent the longest on the stage, by the way. I have to tell him to hurry up. But that's it, we are done for the evening. It's alright, you will be home in time for Britain's Got Talent. So you recorded it anyway, Guy. Guy recorded it, it's fine, he's not going to miss it anyway. We're going to do karaoke now. Later on this evening, Guy Hollis is going to come and do some karaoke. What are you singing? Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver. Do you want to come and give us an acoustic version now? Almost heaven. Oh, we were almost in tune. That was almost more beer spilled than this afternoon's football match. We need to say thank you very much to the sponsors of the evening, obviously the Farnborough Supporters Trust. We should also say thank you very much to the sponsors of Matchday Live, Workman Family Structures, who have provided us with money and stuff all season for sponsoring the live commentary, which, well, I think it needs a bit more of a clap than that, but... thank you very much to all of the award presentators, the people who gave the awards out this evening. Thank you to all of them. Well done to all of the winners. We'll see everyone at the back more than likely next year, and we'll see some of you maybe next year. Who knows if you...
Not you, Jordan, wherever you are.
Thanks to Ronnie Robinson for laughing all the way. Sorry, I haven't even finished to say goodbye yet. I'm being turned off. Is that a sign? Thanks very much for coming. Enjoy the rest of the evening and good night.